What is going on, you beautiful people? I am Ryan with the Accidental Overlander, and today I am partnering up with TCEK to talk about their portable camping chair that may look like other camping chairs, but has a feature that I have never seen before in any camping chair. Whee! Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over some of the stats, then we'll set it up, break it down, and I'll go over my initial thoughts on it after being able to take it out on basically one trip. It is the TCEK camping chair. You can find it on their website or on Amazon. It is $99. It comes in 4 different colors. It comes in weighing 3.65 pounds and can support up to 225 pounds. When it is set up, it stands at 26.8 inches high and almost 21 inches wide. And also the base of it is 16.8 inches off the ground, which is very nice considering one of these fold-up camping chairs. And when it's all packed down, it's 3.7 inches wide and 13.4 inches tall. So this chair actually sets up so quickly. What I'm going to do is just set it up really quick, and then I'll break it back down, and then we're going to go through the steps it takes to set it up. But first, I just want to show you how fast it can actually be. All right, so we got one strap. Another strap. And we're just pulling. And that's really how fast it takes to set up. So the setup process is really quick and easy. But here, I'm going to break it down real quick and we'll kind of go through it step by step just to show you real fast. First step, take it out of the bag. Then we're going to have the first strap, which is really easy to remove. And I usually just hold it by the feet and we'll just let that fall. So the second strap, I'm actually going to show you a trick when we put it back up. The second strap we'll remove. Just so you know, these things are spring loaded and the springs work very, very well. The first time I opened this chair, I almost had my face too close. So once you do it once, you'll know, but just be careful. The springs do work. When you let go, they're gonna pop out and pop out quickly, which is what they're supposed to do, but just be aware of that. After that, you're just gonna pull out the rest of the base, and it moves really nice and smooth. And the base is made out of this really strong aluminum. It's not super heavy, but very, very strong. You can tell when you're holding it that it's not cheaply made. But you just have to pull them out. 2 poles have 1, and then 2 poles have 2. So you want to get all of them out once because it'll make it easier. And then the back, we just pull out one more time, and we'll be done. And technically, your chair is done. All right, now let's just go through breaking the chair down and putting it away. First thing we're going to do is just push the buttons in and fold them down. All right, so then when we close the legs, all we have to do is hold them together. So my little tip is the strap that goes around these legs actually works so well that if you put it on there perfect, it's almost a little difficult to take off. So the first time I put it away and went to take it out to go camping, it almost took me a few minutes to set up the chair, but it was all just me trying to peel off this strap right here because it just works like so well. It's just trying to like peeling a piece of tape. So now when I set it up, I almost purposefully set it up not perfect, almost a little askew, if you will. So when I want to take it off, it's real easy to find an end and I can just take it off. So that is my tip for you to make it easier to open this after you set it up. Other than that, we're just going to push these down. Make sure you find the indentation for these to go in. I also didn't do that the first time. and I thought I was crazy, but it was just because I forgot that this thing actually spins 360 degrees. The next strap is real easy to put on. And that's it. Bam. Easy peasy. All right. Now let's set it back up real quick, and I can talk about what I like about it and some of the things I want to change about it. So for one of the things for me personally, I love when a camping item actually holds the bag that it goes in as well. So what I'll do is I'll take the strap that wraps around the chair and the strap that's on the bag and just kind of connect those together, and then now the chair is actually holding the bag and I don't have to worry about misplacing it in the car or anything like that. So that part is nice. So I'm taking it on one trip, and I'm gonna start with the pros. So right off the bat, it sets up and breaks down easier and faster than any chair I've had so far. And then it was nice because I found myself on my last camping trip, if we were just stopping at a spot for maybe 20 or 30 minutes, with my old chair, I wouldn't bother setting it up because it takes 2 to 3 minutes to set up, 2 to 3 minutes to break down. It just isn't worth it. This thing sets up and breaks down so fast. Even if it's a quick stop, it's very easy to just set it up, sit down, and break it down and leave when you're ready to go. So the setup and breakdown, amazing. I love it. What I also found I liked about this chair from the first trip is it sits up higher than your normal backpacking camping chair that folds down this small. But if I'm sitting with a group of people and they all just have normal size camping chairs that they bought, then I'm usually sitting 6 inches lower than they are. Basically, if you're having a conversation with somebody, you're staring up at them, and you know, not a huge deal, but it is it is something. But when I was sitting next to everyone, I wasn't 6 inches lower. I was basically the same height, and that part was actually quite nice because with my other chair, I would have been way low to the ground. One of the most obvious best parts about this chair is how I can just turn whenever I want. I've never seen a chair that does this before. I think it's going to be really nice, especially if I'm by myself and you're, you know, kind of around the campfire just doing things. The kids love it. They have fun on it. So there's a lot of things where it is nice, and there's applications for it that I haven't even thought of yet. It's very, very smooth. There's no sound to it. There's no creaking. You can just tell it works. When I went camping, I also put it on the bank of a stream. So I was on rocks and on an angle, and I was just kind of spinning it around just to make sure of its balance and its strength and things like that. And I didn't fall over, and I stayed upright. So those are all big check marks for it right now. And I want to get into a couple of things that can be changed about the chair. First off, it does have a pocket. It took me a little bit to find the pocket. I didn't think it had a pocket at first, but I went online and it does say it has one. And there is a little one just for your cell phone. With my cell phone case, it's a little bigger than most. It doesn't really fit my cell phone. So I wish there was kind of a better pocket, or if they are going to make just a cell phone pocket, make sure it's wide enough to fit even my huge cell phone case that is probably ridiculous, but it would still be nice. With the weight coming in at a little over 3.5 pounds, I'm not sure if this is a great chair for long backpacking trips. The weight just might be a little too heavy. Day trip easily, even an overnight trip for sure. Any camping, overlanding trip, obviously very, very easy. But if you were doing a very long backpacking hike, I don't know if 3.5 pounds is, you know, worth it in a chair with all the other gear that you would have to bring. So that part I would worry a little bit. This next one isn't really a con on the chair itself. I just wish they made another version. So when I was out camping, they make this version that has the mesh on it, which is awesome in the summer, spring, right when we're catching into fall. But when we get into those colder temperatures in the winter, really in the heart of fall, then I would like for them to make an option where the backing is all the nylon backing and zero mesh at all, because it does make a difference when you're sitting out there and it is very, very cold and there's some wind. Having that nylon backing, it helps. It helps keep you a little bit warmer. And this is a great option for when the weather works for it. But when the cold weather, I would rather have the option to buy one that's just nylon, and it'll be able to keep me a little bit warmer for when I'm sitting out there in the cold, cold weather. All right, so one of the things I found is just the stability is good. If you lean forward a little bit, the legs will pop off the air, but it never feels like you're gonna tip over or fall over. When I'm messing around on it like I should not be doing and spinning around as fast as I can, it'll wobble a little bit, of course, but I never feel like I'm out of control and I'm gonna fall over on a tree if I don't want to. If I want to put my foot down, I put my foot down and stabilize myself. It's a very easy thing to do. You just have to get used to it. When you first get it, it can feel, because it's not a stable chair. When you're camping, you're used to sitting in a thing that you can't move around in or anything. This is the exact opposite from that. You can move in all kinds of directions that you've never thought of. So it feels a little weird at first, but once you do it a few times and realize that the chair is super stable and strong, you're not going anywhere, then you're basically good after that. So they do have 4 different colors on their website: black, green, red, and blue. If you are interested in getting one of these, I'm going to leave a couple links in the description below. There'll be an Amazon link. I will also leave a link to their website. There's also going to be a promo code with Accidental 5 that's going to give you 5% off if you are interested in buying one of these chairs. And as always, if you have any questions about the chairs, don't be afraid to ask me. I will answer it for you. And I will see you next time.